Hi, my name is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip Equipment, and what we have for sale here today is a Komatsu WA320. This is a -5 L series. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second. We'll run it in the third. The serial number of this machine is A3300. I'm going to leave that last digit blank. If you buy this tractor from me or any of the others that I have for sale, we got a couple of backhoes. We got a big excavator. We got a medium-sized excavator, and we've got what's called a midi excavator. We've also got some scissor lifts and some other tractors. We got a couple of dozers coming in. Anyway, point being is, if you buy any one of these machines from me, you're going to be dealing with Pro Provencio. He's my right-hand man. He's running the camera right now. Price on a new machine like this these days is anywhere from $200,000 to $215,000, depending on how you have it equipped. As far as manufacturers go, Komatsu is #2 in the world as far as heavy construction mining equipment. They're very ubiquitous out there. The widest point on this tractor is actually that bucket at 9.5 feet. The highest point is the top of that cab at 10.5 feet. The transportation length from the front of that cutting edge all the way to the rear end of that counterweight is 25 feet. Comparable machines are like a Cat 930, maybe an older L90 or a newer L70. As far as the history of this unit goes, this machine, like almost every machine we purchase, is an original owner Dallas, Texas machine. I say that because this machine is essentially a rust-free machine. You can see where the rainwater's gotten to the paint that's flecked off, but this machine in no way, shape, or form is rust pervasive. It's lived its life here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. We're 300 miles from the ocean, and we're far enough south that the only salt we see is the salt on our kitchen tables. Just about every machine we purchase comes from one of about 30 different large contractors or municipalities that we deal with here in the Metroplex. This particular machine came from a guy that we have done a ton of business with. And when I say a ton, I mean millions of dollars worth of business. This is water right there. That's not oil. Before I purchase any machine, I have a couple of my mechanics go out and inspect the machine. And if they say everything's okay on the tractor, then Pro Provencio goes out and he inspects the machine. And if he says everything's okay on the machine, then I go out and I personally check out the machine before I write a check, if the money's right. As far as options go, you can see this machine has got a hydraulic fan. So you say, what's the point of a hydraulic fan? Well, you can push this fan out of the way so that you can get to all angles of your engine oil cooler, your transmission cooler, your radiator. You can get to everything. You can clean it out really good. It is inherently a four-wheel drive machine. It's got a hydraulic quick connect. It's got parallel lift capabilities. I was trying to see if it's got auxiliary hydraulics, but it doesn't. It's got parallel lift capabilities. It's got a remote transmission control in the cab, but that's not working. So the transmission's just like a regular transmission. It's forward and reverse on the steering column. It's got an outlet in the cab. I do not know if that's 12 volt because the sticker fell off of it. So I would verify that it is in fact 12 volt before you plug your iPhone into it. As far as the engine goes, this engine is a Komatsu SAA6D 102 engine. This is a very popular engine for Komatsu products. They put it in a lot of different machines, from motor graders to bulldozers to... It's 166 net horsepower. This machine has got a 60-gallon diesel fuel tank, which will run you 12 to as many as 16 hours of runtime, depending on your application. All of the fluid levels on this unit are where they should be. This unit is mechanically sound. Everything on it works. The transmission, it's got a hydrostatic transmission that runs through all the gears without hesitation. Top speed on this unit is 24 miles an hour. The brakes stop it on a dime. Again, it is a four-wheel drive machine. As you can see, these tires are in real good shape all the way around. They're 85 to 90%. They got no cuts. They don't have any cuts, excuse my English. They're 20.5 R25s. They're radial tires all the way around. They all match. As far as the cutting edge on this machine, it's probably about 95%. It's never been turned. Pretty much a brand new cutting edge. This bucket, again, is 8 foot 10 inches wide. I think earlier I said that the widest point is this bucket at 9.5 feet. It's actually 8 foot 10 inches wide. I stand corrected. This machine is actually legally, it's 8 foot 6 if you take the bucket off. That's worth noting. The bucket height is 4 foot 1 inches. The bucket depth is 3 foot 7 inches. It's about a 3.5 yard bucket. This hinge pin right here, if you were loading into a dumpster, the maximum hinge pin height is 13.5 feet. The breakout force for this loader is 36,000 pounds. The static tip load is 20,525 pounds. So the lifting capacity of this loader is limited by the static tip load, which simply stated that the hydraulics of this machine are so strong that the machine will actually tip forward. The ass end of this machine will go up. The more weight that you have in the front of this cab, it's not limited by the hydraulic capacity, it's limited by the weight. So in this case, it's 20,000 pounds. We got a set of forks over here for this bucket machine as well. We are selling these forks separately. The carriage height here is 4 foot 10 inches. These are 5 foot forks. The height of this is 4 foot 10 inches again, and the width of this carriage is 5 foot 2 inches. So we're going to run the machine in the next clip. open it. Okay, now close it. Roll it back. Bro, lift up this track right here. Oh, go in. Pick it up. I didn't want to bend these forks. This excavator weighs 80 pounds. Okay, so this is the inside of the cab. There's your hour meter there. There's your brake, your accelerator pedal, monitor panel. This has got to be up for you to operate it. There's your travel brake. Pretty good running machine.